Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory is to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kakudash. Though honest to the elders and the apostles, great millstone. Peace, citations, hopeful, let their scatter back. This is by Malak at Sherala 144 Judah. Come back at you, brothers and sisters, with another lesson entitled Scoffers. Alright? We know who these scoffers are. We know who these non-believers are. Alright? They're the enemies of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua. They're non-believers, and they don't ever want to believe, and they're not ever going to believe. Okay? The Lord won't allow them to believe because they don't have the spirit to call upon Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. They don't want to call upon Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Alright? The Lord won't allow them to because they're not sincere. And like I said, they're enemies of the Lord. And the Lord is not allies with his enemies. I don't think anyone is really allies with their enemies when they're enemies. Okay? But, we'll start off with scripture, which is Proverbs 3:1. So, Proverbs 13. 13:1, and it reads, Proverbs 13:1, it reads, a wise son heareth his father's instruction, but a scorner heareth not rebuke. Alright? So, a wise son knows what rebuke means. Alright? Rebuke means correction. It doesn't mean being yelled at. It doesn't mean being, scoffed at or cursed. That's what people think when they hear rebuke. It is not that. It means correction. And we want to be corrected. We should want to be corrected. Alright, if we're not corrected, then we're doing something wrong. Well, if the Lord doesn't allow us to be corrected, when he knows that we're doing something wrong, then he's gonna keep allowing us to make the mistake. But a scorner here is not rebuked. So someone that's mocking, that's scoffing, they only want to defend themselves. Alright, someone that's not sincere only wants to defend themselves, and they don't want to defend the truth. Alright, that's what they are doing. Alright, and we can't be those scorners. Alright, we cannot, because those scorners are obviously not in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua whatsoever. Okay, the righteous men and women, they're going to listen. They're not going to be offended by those things. So, with that, we can move on to the next scripture, which is Proverbs 19:29. There it is, Proverbs 19:29. It reads, judgments are prepared for scorners, and stripes are the back of fools. So, these judgments are set out for these scorners. The Lord already knows how he's going to judge them, what they're going to do, when it's going to happen. The Lord already knows. And stripes for the back of fools. So pain, all right? When you're being whipped, it's painful. All right? When you're getting whooped, it's painful. It doesn't feel good. You're not, happy to be in trouble. You're not happy to get a whooping. All right? Not if you're sane. Okay? But if you're insane, of course. But that's not the point. The point is, those that do evil will, evil will be brought to pass to them. All right? That's what that's saying. And that's what's going to happen to the scoffers and the mockers of this truth. They aren't sincere, like I said. We already know this. So, by those that are scoffing, they already know the judgment that's going to happen. They already know what's going to happen. And there's no getting out of it. The Lord wants you to be a scoffer, you're going to be a scoffer. The Lord wants you to be in the truth, you're going to be in the truth. There's no decision. There's no option. Next we'll go to Proverbs 22:10. Come on. Here it is. Proverbs 22:10. It reads, cast out the scorner, and contention shall go out. Yes, strife and reproach shall cease. All right. So, like I said, the scorners, are going to be cast out. They're going to be destroyed. And contention shall go out. Yeah, strife and reproach shall cease. Shall cease. All right? So all these wicked spirits are going to be destroyed. All these, wicked people are going to be destroyed. And they aren't going to be any trouble to us anymore. Because of that kingdom that the Lord has for us. Because of the kingdom that the Lord has for us. All right? That's the only kingdom that's going to rule. Nothing else. We are going to be in rulership. And it's going to be forever and ever. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Okay? That's what that means. And our kingdom will be built on this earth. Okay? Our kingdom will be built on this earth. Esau's going to build all of it. Okay? Just like he had us building up his kingdom, how he had us building up America, he's going to be building thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands, millions of mansions. All right? Millions. And we're going to make sure that it's beautiful, that it's perfect, down to every little detail. All right? Every detail. Okay? So all these wicked spirits, all this stuff is going to cease. And there's going to be no more. So next we can go to Acts 14 and 31. Hold on, let me see something. Hold on, let's see. Hold on, I think I wrote the wrong one. I think it's 15. Come on. All right, let's see. I think this is it. Nope. Maybe it's 30. Crap. Or is it 24? Nope. Salakia Akim. Not West. Wow. This is very unfortunate. Let me see something. This makes me very upset. So we're going to have to move on to the next scripture because I obviously wrote something wrong. But we just going to have to move on with it. So next we can go to 2 Corinthians 4:4. Here it is, and it reads, "In whom the power of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine unto them." So, who is the God of this world? Esau. Esau's in rulership. All right. People say, "Oh yeah, there's rulers in England, there's rulers in Iran, in Korea, this and that and the third." But America is really the kingdom of this world right now. All right. They're really ruling over everything. All right. They cause everything to be a disaster. They cause everything to just be all jacked up. All right. And these countries, they just are. America just seems superior. All right. And that's why this place needs to be brought down. Not for Korea's sake or Iran's sake or, Britain's sake, but for our sake. The men and women of Yahweh Shai, for their sake, for our sake. Okay? That's it. Because we're not trying to be here any longer. We want this place to burn. We want this place gone. And the Lord is going to make sure that this place is gone. This place will never be here ever again. This place will be destroyed. Destroyed. You know? Babylon the Great has fallen. It's fallen. Okay? It's going to fall again. Just like it did before. You know? So we can end it off with Jude 1:18. Oops, lucky. Yep. Jude 1:18. And reads, how that they told you there should be mockers in the last time, who should walk after their own ungodly lusts. So, who is that they? You know, that they that speaks of is the brothers of GMS and the brothers, you know, it's like the brothers and elders, the apostles of GMS, of Great Millstone. All right, they told us this. All right, and they're telling us this right now. All right, this is what they're still teaching. They haven't stopped. You know, they're going to continue to do it. They're going to continue to stay in the faith, you know, that the Lord allows them to stay strong. Because, you know, we know that at any moment and any time, we can be taken out. There should be mockers in the last time who shall walk after their own ungodly lusts. All right. So these mockers, these scoffers, these heathens, these Edomites, they will all go after their own ungodly lusts. So they have their own religion. They have their own ways that they do things, you know. So we ain't worried about them, you know. And they will be destroyed, and we will have them as our slaves in the kingdom. All right. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to both the Lord, that's God. This has been Brother Malak Yasharallah, 144 Judah. With that,